Hello my guys and welcome to another episode. For this episode I have a new installation on my 2021 Toyota RAV4 from Cartrimhome. So let's get to it. This is a welcome light with the Toyota logo for the rear view mirrors. Pretty much it's an installation and I'm going to show you how to do it and let's see how it looks at the end. For this installation you're going to have to remove the mirrors inside door panel, get cables through, and you're gonna replace the whole part right here. I need to transfer the turn signal and put the projector in here. This one is the passenger, so it's gonna have an R where to put the projector, and then this part just goes right there. You have to put 2 screws in here and 2 in here. Everything is completed in here with a new light. Now we can remove the door panel. It's only this cover. This cover, it has a screw here, another screw here, another one in here. Remove the controls as well and just pull the cover out so we can get access to the mirror. Another thing that you have to do on the wire harness, you have to bring one cable through the door to the other one because you gotta plug in those new lights. So we're gonna have to open the grommet, remove these covers because we gotta bring a cable on the back side all the way in to the mirror. Not really difficult. The only part is gonna be getting the cable through the grommet right there, and then through the door going all the way up. Gotta remove this cover with a bolt in here, get access to the mirror, and then there is 3 bolts holding the mirror. When you have to remove this cover, you cannot just pull it out. It has like a little clip holding it. Press in this area and pull it out. Got a little clip holding it in place. Those 3 bolts are 10 millimeter, so do it by hand. Once you feel like it's coming out, grab it with your finger. Don't drop those because it's gonna be a nightmare. Grab it with your finger so it doesn't fall and remove it. Once you remove the third one, the mirror is not gonna fall. It has like a little clip and you have to be careful on that part because if you just pull the mirror, you're gonna break that clip. I already removed the 3 bolts and if you can see, the mirror is still there. It has a little clip on that side. You're gonna have to grab your mirror with one hand and pull down on that little clip so the mirror doesn't fall and you don't break that clip. This is the clip that I'm talking about. Push down only when you remove it so it doesn't break. This is the one holding the mirror. This is the wire harness for this kit. This one is gonna be connected to the A pillar. There is a connector in there. This one is gonna go through one mirror to the other. So the only thing that we need to do here is remove this tape, remove this bottom cover so we can bring the cable up all the way here and get the connection in there. Now that we did this side, we gotta replicate the same thing on the other side. Now that you have both doors open and remove the mirrors, you can get to these panels. Just pull on them. The other one, it has a little clip, unscrew. It's like a little plastic screw. You can do it with your hand. This one. Then you can pull on this plastic cover. Like that, we can bring a light, open this grommet, and run the cable through. Before you touch the A pillar, because there is an airbag in there, you have to be careful with that. Disconnect the negative side of your battery. Remove this cover. You don't have to remove it all the way, just enough so you can remove the cover. Now we came to the fun part. This part is kind of difficult. Once you remove the seal, push on the cover that way, but it has those little clips for the airbag. Those are really difficult to remove. You're supposed to put like 2 screwdrivers on each side and remove them. Probably. I hope not. If you break those, you're gonna have to get new ones because it's your airbag and you don't want to compromise anything in here. Like, I have it almost out, but you can see that white clip. It's kind of like a weird clip. You have to put and 2 screwdrivers in between to get it out. Kind of difficult to show you, but if you break them, just so you know, get new ones from Toyota because you don't want to mess with these clips. The connector that we need to get access to, I believe it's this one. You don't have to remove it all the way, that cover. You can just unclip this and plug in your new wire harness, which is gonna be this one right here. Okay guys, let me show you what I did. Really hard to put it in camera, but you see this little clip. I was able to remove one with my fingers only. See these little tabs? You press on both and release the clip. I was able to remove it without breaking it, and I went through here behind the airbag. Press on this side, press on top, like so, and I was able to remove it. No need for screwdrivers, you just have to press those little 2 clips and remove them. Be careful in this part. Probably this part is gonna scare you. Not that bad, but you have to be careful. Take your time. Now I had to do the same on that clip right there. Just press on this side, press on top at the same time so I can remove the clip. Weird clips, but that's Toyota. I was able to get it out without breaking it. But like I said, this might scare you. Not that bad. Make sure that the negative side of the battery is disconnected. I removed those 2. Cover is out. Those clips are crazy. But now we have access to the connector. We can unplug this one and connect our new wire harness. Wire harness is connected. The black one goes on the truck, the white one goes on the stack connector. Now we can bring our cables all the way down, and if you can see, we have this long cable that goes to the other side, to the passenger side. We have the short one that is gonna go down. We're gonna put it through here, through the grommet. I already opened that grommet, which that's gonna be the next challenge. Put cables through, but we have the cable ready. And also we have these 2 connectors with the kit. I believe these 2 wires, which are the same length, they're gonna go through the mirror all the way down, and they're gonna meet up with this one right here. And yeah, this connector meet up in here, connected in there. This one go straight to the projector on the mirror. So this one is the one that it has to go through. If you see right here on the pedal area, you see light on that side. You don't even need to put a wire in it. You just put the cable through and pull it on the other side. Everything in there is wide open. Here on the passenger side, I have the connector here. This one is gonna connect here, white to white, and the connector with the grommet is the one that goes to the light. So this is the one that is gotta go through the grommet all the way here to the projector light. Right here on the passenger side, I have a piece of cable through, and if you can see, this is the rail for the window. Don't put the cables through here, just in case, just to be sure. Put them through this piece of metal. Behind that, you put the cable through and go in, because you don't want that cable get caught on the rail, because the window goes up and down in this side. So make sure that you put it through that side. It's gonna be safer. Have the piece of metal all the way down through the grommet. Now I can attach the cable and pull it up. On this side, I already have the cable through the grommet, and we're ready to go just up, finish the installation. I'm gonna repeat that same process on the driver. I have the cable through. I just gotta close the grommet. Before I close and do anything, I gotta make sure that everything works. On the bottom, I might have to remove this cover, put it on top of it so nobody hit the cables, damage the cables. I gotta hide those cables. And the other one is for another project that I'm doing. Don't worry about that. Okay guys, I unplugged the wire from there because this is the next challenge. Let me show you. You might want to start from top to bottom, because on the plug this part is big and the other end is thinner. You might want to start like this, go from top to bottom, because in my case I already have the folding mirror cable and I have the stock wiring harness. I had to go in, go down all the way, and then put my mirror and go through. Why? Because if you try to put everything first, the cables and everything, and run the cable to the top, and you try to go in, remember this is the one that connects to the light, so you gotta go in all the way. And because I have my folding mirrors already, this one is not going in there. It's gonna be more difficult and you don't want to damage the wiring harness. This one is thinner. You might be able to just go down, push it. You could push it with a probably like a screwdriver, but be careful because you don't want to damage the plug. For me, this way was much easier. I was able to put it in and push it just a little bit with a flathead screwdriver and go the other way around. Now you just gotta go like this, put it through here, get it out, close everything, put my tape, and run the cable backwards like I said. Like that, much easier in case that you already have the folding mirrors. If you can see, everything is in place. Cables are right here, not on the way. I just gotta put my screw there, a screw there, and bring it back to the RAV4. Gotta do my final connections in here. Grab this one, now go backwards, go down, and bring it back to the inside, plug it in. Do the same process on that side. Okay guys, I just finished all my connections, cables, everything is in place. I need to start putting everything back the way it was. So grommet, I close the grommet in there. Everything is good on the passenger side. Battery is being connected. Everything is back in place. All the connections are done on this side. And this cable is the only one that I need to put through the door. But everything is connected. Battery is being plugged in. I just want to make sure that everything works before I do anything else. Probably by the time you see this video, the new video with the installation on the new controls for the folding mirrors, probably that video is gonna be live before this one. But I have the new controls. This is a Toyota control for the folding mirrors with LED, so all that part is gonna light up. I have the key right here. I'm gonna put it on accessory mode. Okay, I wanna turn the lights on first. Yep, this one works. I close the doors for now. Let's lock it. Perfect. My mirrors work. Now, if we open the doors, it's gonna says RAV4 in there. I thought it was gonna say Toyota. I mean, they're working. I gotta close the garage door to see the lights, but it says RAV4. Okay, so let me close the garage, turn off the lights, and let's see again. Okay guys, I have the key with me. Let me get close to it. There you go. RAV4. The mirrors are still working. And I have the logo in there. That's the driver. And this is the passenger. Hey, if we open the RAV4, it works. Perfect. We open the doors and it still says RAV4 in there. We lock it. So proximity works. Once you have the key, you get close to your RAV4. They're gonna light up. Open it, light up, mirrors working. Open the door. Everything works. Everything is done. Now I remove this cover. It's only 4 clips. Bring it down, pull it out. Then I put the cables through. You can barely see the cables. They're right here. They're through the grommet. And once I put my covers, you're not even gonna see them. So cover in place. Plastic bolt. You won't see the cables. This is the last piece. Done, done, and done. Same thing on this side. I removed 3 bolts. It's one down here, one in here, one on the corner. I bring down this panel and I put the cables through and close everything. Close everything. Oh, I just gotta push this in. That's kind of like the difficult part too. How you put the clips. I just gotta close this. Make sure everything is in place. Okay guys, if you see the clip right here, to put it back the way it was, you have to grab it because the clip doesn't go and get out. You know, it has like a little mechanism in there backwards. So to put it back on it, just push the whole plastic in and make sure that goes all the way in, and then press it, lock it in place. Now you can go and put this back on the RAV4. So there you have the installation guys. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for these new projectors, the welcome lights. Now I know that probably in Asia, Europe, they have a camera. Probably the 360 camera, they have the camera in here. I'm not sure, but go to my link that I'm gonna put on this episode, and because the other cover I think is for the camera and the new projector. So don't quote me on that, but you can ask Cartrimhome as well, because my RAV4 doesn't have 360 camera doesn't have anything in here. That's why we had to put the cover and everything. If you have already the camera, probably you have the hole for this. You probably gonna need another piece for both. So check the link in the description for this new welcome light. In my case, it has the turn signal, so this is different, because if you don't have the turn signal, it's not gonna work for you. But I already have the folding mirrors, I already have the lights from Cartrimhome, now the welcome light. I have a lot of stuff from Cartrimhome. Just make sure that it's gonna be compatible with your RAV4.